Hey guys, I'm Bart.
I'm Gio.
I'm Joe.
I'm Tiffany, and you're watching
AskTheFeels.
Today we have a question from Leah Marie.
Mali.
Hello. So in my circle of friends, I'm the only one who puts on makeup regularly, so I'm kind of the makeup expert there. One of my friends just wore makeup when I met with her over the break, but I know that's not really the look she was going for. I'm usually a very straightforward person, so I do have a lot of criticism that I tell my friends. However, I don't want to hurt her feelings because she's trying to be pretty and working on her self-esteem with makeup. How do I tell her some criticism without being too rude or seem like I'm always insulting her?
Why do you even have to say something?
She says that she's usually really strongly opinionated about the makeup, and within her circle of friends, she's the one that knows about makeup.
But if they're not asking her, why does she even have to open her mouth?
Because she wants to
and
make
care
her friend
about
look
it.
good. That's true. I mean, I agree.
Yeah, because I agree too.
Because it's like, I might know the most about, I don't know, let's say cars out of my group of friends, right? But what if my friend comes in and he does something shitty to his car? Is it really up to me to be like, hold up, your fucking taste is shit. This is how you really do it.
Yeah,
Right?
that's true.
That's such a self-righteous way of looking at things, and it's like, who the fuck cares if they're doing it tacky? If they're happy with it and they're experimenting, you know, no one's gonna be an expert. People have to go through the mistakes to get to where they are.
Yeah, I was sitting here trying really hard to think about how I would like my girlfriends to talk to me, in terms of like how I look and my appearance and whatnot. But yeah, I agree with everyone in this room. If I'm not asking you for your opinion, then I'm obviously happy and content with the way I look. But if your girlfriend's gonna be like, wait, is this too much, or do I look slutty or whatever, then I feel like as a friend, it is your duty to like tactfully and very respectfully say, well, I mean, do you like it? What do you think is wrong with it? Well, yeah, I kind of agree. So I don't feel like it's ever your place to say that something looks good or bad, especially when the friend is obviously enjoying it.
What if the girl is putting on her makeup so crazy, like let's say she put lipstick around her entire eye, and like what would then maybe she?
But is the friend happy, or is the friend kind of doubting it?
I don't know. Maybe she doesn't even know. She just put fucking lipstick around the entire eye, and it's all red right here.
Well, then I would say if the friend doesn't know how they feel about it, I would say, oh, like what motivated this look? And then if they're like, oh, I don't know, am I even doing it right? Then I feel like, okay, put your 2 cents in. But if they're like, I don't know, I thought it was kind of cool, then shut the fuck up.
Because I guess the only thing that I could relate to is in terms of like fitness. Amongst the JK crew, I know the most. But I don't just go up to people and offer my advice or tell them they're doing something wrong. I stay out of it, and I only offer help when people ask me, and the only time I would is if injury is about to happen. Then I'd be like, hey, you should probably change this. But so because of that, I was equating that to maybe they did makeup completely, like put mascara on her lips or something. I don't even know if you can do that. And then she's like,
you can do anything with makeup.
Oh, you can?
Yeah, I don't feel
So
like
I was thinking maybe if there's something that ends up being detrimental to herself, then maybe she was like, oh, maybe I should voice something before like she gets ridiculed or something.
Because I'm sure there's a lot of styles that I have that Tiffany's probably like I would probably never wear that. But Gio's happy, I'm not gonna like knock her on it. And I'm sure there's things that Tiff does that I'm not like down to do on myself. But I'm not gonna be like, dude, that looks fucking dumb. Or ever talk shit.
Recently.
Okay, so show them your nails. So Tiff got this color scheme, and she got it on her feet. She got the same thing on her feet. She already covered it up. But when she asked me for it, she's like, hey, what do you think about these toenails? Or like the colors that I picked, is it okay? And I'm like, well, and I said, well, do you like it? She's like, yeah, I like it. I'm like, all right, cool. So then cut to an hour later, she's still looking at her face. She's like, man, I don't know if I like this. I actually really don't like it. I'm like, yeah, I don't think it was the best.
Damn!
A lot of people hide under the veil of like, well, I'm just blunt and I speak my opinions.
That's rude.
A lot of people hide under that. It's like, if you can't take the truth, then don't fucking, you can't handle it or whatever. They say all this bullshit, but what it really is you're very socially irresponsible. And what that means is a lot of people, you don't have to sugarcoat shit, but you also have to be mindful of what people are feeling. And that's what a good friend does. You think a good friend is like being honest and real with them or whatever, but being real doesn't mean talking shit. And being real doesn't mean talking down on them like you're a parent either. So you can be real with them, but you don't have to talk shit to them. And a lot of people just don't know how to balance that. And I think you're recognizing that. That's why you're coming here and asking what is a good way to let them know? And my question to you is, why do you even have to let them know? Like, why can't you just sit there and be a good friend and watch your friends grow in their own pace? That's what a friend does, is they just sees they just watch their friend make mistakes and then be there for them when they, come to you afterwards, or be like, if they ask you, but it's not up to you to be their parent. You're there to be their friend. So if you're sitting there always pointing out the problems of your friends, they're not gonna like you anymore. They're just gonna see you as someone that's like overbearing, has too many damn opinions, and just like a nagging mom. And you don't want to be a nagging mom. So learn to step back and just bite your tongue and just watch.
The best rule of thumb is you always want them to be happy, regardless if you agree with it or not. If they want to go and fucking eat dog shit and they're fucking happy with eating dog shit, then make sure that they're getting the best dog shit available. The freshest, the most organic, and the one that looks the fucking darkest brown. Like, you need to be there as support.
The best green and red dog shit.
Yeah.
Green and red dog shit.
Let's do it.
Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed the last episode. Make sure to submit your own questions to AskTheFeels.com and we will do our best to answer them for you. Now, if you want to see any more videos, check it out over here.
But when you leave it like, oh, you know what, it's not you, it's me, it's just this period in my life right now, I'm trying to figure it out, then the guy's like, okay, cool, I'm gonna wait it out. So if you leave it open-ended, they're gonna always feel like there's a chance, and it makes the situation very confusing.
I can see the girl's point of view though as to why she would say that, because she doesn't want to be hated, like what Joe was saying. Like, she doesn't want the guy to be like, oh, she's just a bitch, she just doesn't like me or whatever. So I could see why they would take that route, but you're right, it does leave it open-ended.
I think it's worse, especially for me. Like, I would have